Hey, and welcome to Board Game TV. Today's Terror Tuesday, and we are playing Pandemonium from the game Forger. So, what is Pandemonium? Well, it's a survival horror game that recently came out. It was on Kickstarter, and it finally came out, and I ended up getting a copy. It's one of them games where I think the concept looked cool and had some cool stuff, but really wasn't 100% sure on how the game would play. It's scenario driven. You have heroes, and you have all these different monsters, and you're going around trying to complete objectives to complete the scenario. The game uses a daytime, nighttime round timer. The big note about that is during the daytime, relatively okay. When it gets to nighttime, what's going to happen is the whole board is going to be put in darkness, and the consequences of that is you start to gain fear, and eventually, if you gain enough fear, you'll panic. Now, we have a character here, the Doctor, and this is his fear. Every time he gains a fear, it's going to move up. Okay, and you're going to get penalties if you fear every time your fear moves up. Like right here, -1 life. Right here, -1 defense. Right here, you panic. And when you panic, you really can't do anything except try to get your panic back under control by rolling dice. And these dice right here, and this is a miss, and that's a hit. And if you panic, you'll roll a die, and if you hit, you get to lower your panic back down, your fear back down 1. But if you miss, you lose a life point, and you keep rolling until eventually either you die because you keep missing, or you get your panic down. This is your life. When it gets down here, you die. Now, in this game, when you die, you can get a pact card, a dark pact card. However, there's solo rules in the instruction book, and it says when you play solo, you just forgo pact cards, and you just lay there dead until another character can reanimate you. Now, supposedly, only certain scenarios you can reanimate other characters. However, it says that in solo play, if the game is too hard, you can use the reanimate rules. And basically, that means a character can come up to you where you're at, spin an action, and reanimate you. And that's probably what we're going to do. So, but I am going to use dark pact cards. I'm not going to do the reanimate thing in this scenario. I want to use dark pact cards just for value, for entertainment value. This is their attack, defense, agility. Let's see, fear, I think it is. Let's see. Every hero has these stats. And action is this one, and will. Okay, I think the attack, you roll that many dice. Okay, and you either get a hit or miss in this game, so that's what you do. Defense, if a monster attacks you, you can roll that many dice, and if you hit, you block a successful attack. This is your agility. This determines who goes first. The characters with the higher agility go first. So, in this game, we're playing with the Fury, who is basically a knockoff of Charlize Theron's character in Mad Max Fury Road, she has a higher agility, so she's going to go first. He's the doctor. Maybe he's sort of a reanimator type knockoff. Then we have action. That's how many action points you get a turn. And we'll go over what you can do with action points in a second. And that's your fear. That's your will, I'm sorry. Determines the character's resistance to fear when attacked by creatures. Each creature is going to have a terror ability. See, like here we have the specters. Their terror ability is 3. And if you can't meet their terror ability, you're going to gain a fear. Now he has a special ability. +1 life point per turn to any player. So he can basically heal any player 1 life point per turn. Oh, Fury here can dash without losing a life once per turn. And we'll get into dash in a second here. Let's talk about what heroes can do each turn with their action points. Okay. As you can see, there's equipment. So you can search in this game and you can find weapons to help you. If a weapon will tell you whether it's one-handed or two-handed. Okay. If you have a two-handed weapon, well, then you can only hold one weapon. If you have 2 one-handed weapons, you can hold each one and attack with each one. Items are put in your backpack, which is just basically under your character card, and you can have a couple of those. This thing right here is a dagger, and that's a book. And it looks like in this scenario the dagger is here and the book is there, and if you collect those items, you can put them on your character sheet and you'll gain +1 to attack and +1 to defense for each of the items you have. Okay, so the actions that a character can do during his or her turn is move. Alright, now solid lines are walls. These are walls. You cannot move through those. These little double lines, those are just to show you the boundary of the space. So you can move through the double lines. It's no problem. You can run. Now, the way running works though is let's see here. You can only use it once per turn. You can roll a 1d6, and this game comes with a d6. If you roll a 1, you have considered to have stumbled and you've messed up your run and you're not running anymore. Okay? So when you run, if you roll a 1, it's bad. 2 through 6 is a success. And if you roll, you can move 5. Like, let's say I rolled 5. I could run 5 spaces. Now, I cannot take actions in between that. So if I wanted to run to a door, like, let's say I was here, okay? And I went 1, I want to run, I went 1, well then, if I want to open that door, I'm going to have to quit my running. Because the door is shut. All doors and windows are shut. These are windows, and these are doors, okay? Doors, you can spend an action point to open a window or a door. Doors can be opened from either side. Windows can only be opened from inside. Okay? You can raise or remove barricades. So you can spend an action to put a barricade on a door or a window, which will stop monsters. You can set a trap. If you get like something that lets you put a trap, you can get your little trap token over here like this, see, and you put that trap in your space. that you want to put it in, and that trap will, if a monster walks into the trap, they'll set it off. You can attack. You can reinforce, which basically is, let's see what that is. I think that's basically where you, characters can use one action to gain +1 defense during the creature's turn. So if you know for pretty sure you're going to get attacked by a creature, you can reinforce, get your little shield, and you can have +1 defense during that turn when the creatures go. That way if you get attacked, you have that with you. You can explore. Alright, so you can explore any room you're in. Once it's explored, and you're looking for, like, you know, items and stuff, once it explores, you put an explorer token on the space that you're in. That space can no longer be explored by anybody. Now when it becomes night, the first time it becomes night, all explorer tokens will be taken off the board and every place can be explored again. You can enter a portal. You enter a portal, you have to take a portal card, which is over here. You have to complete the objectives on the portal card, and then you can come out of any portal on the board. So they can help you move around the board pretty good. You can exchange item cards between characters. Okay, so you can trade. You can reanimate a character, which we already went over that. You can lot an ally. Alright, let's see what lot an ally is. It's on page 14. Oh yeah, lot an ally. It should be loot an ally. Alright, so in this game there are ways, like you see, there's the telephone icon right there. There's the radio icon up there. If you're in a space with one of those, you can spin an action, and then you'll flip the token over, and you can get an ally from the ally deck. Now, sometimes the allies can be good, sometimes they can be evil. However, an ally will stay with you. You can't trade allies. However, if the ally is killed, you can loot their body and gain a soul cube, which is one of these things, soul cube, and whatever items they had, which you assume that they can't use the items or have any items, but you assume that they have items on their person, and then you would just draw cards from the item deck. And these soul cubes here help you do a couple things. You can use them to, like, let's say I'm the doctor and I have, you know, a couple soul cubes here. You get these from looting bodies, killing monsters, and I guess events can give you some too. Well, let's say I wanted to heal. I can say, hey man, you know, I'm hurting, and I tell you what, I want to use a soul to heal myself 1. So that you can do that. I want to use the soul to get my fear back down. You can do that. If you're being attacked by a monster and you lose all your life, well, you're still alive because you have a couple souls here. Once your souls are depleted, then you would die. So they help kind of give you more health in a weird way. Speaking of monsters, there's a whole bunch of different kinds of monsters. The main thing we need to know about monsters is you cannot wound a monster. You either kill it in one hit or it stays alive. They don't defend. They don't roll any defense. You just got to kill the monster in one shot. If you can't kill it in one shot, it is still alive. Okay? Back to actions. We can pick up a board token, like these little hearts here. See, these are first aid kits. Okay? You land in that space, you can pick up the token, you heal back up to your maximum. You can't store them, they're not like inventory things, you use them right then once you get it. or you can use a board token, like I said with the phone or something like that. Now, this scenario that we're playing is we got to get out, we got to escape. We can either escape through the boat or the car. The car is here, the boat is here, but in order to use the car, we have to get the battery, and the battery's here. And as you can see, this is an evil barricade right here blocking the way in. We have to somehow get rid of that barricade. In order to use the boat, the oars are right there. We have to get the oars. Now, once we get that item and head to our thing, the boat can only hold 2 people. The car looks like it can hold 5. One sitting on the hood. Hell, I'd sit on the hood too. We have to roll some action dice, get the vehicle started, and then once we get it started, we're good to go. However, the vehicles can be attacked by monsters once they are started or once people are in them. And as you can see, they have certain life points. Like the boat has 9 life points and the car has 9 life points. If you use up, the monsters attack those and destroy them, we can't use them anymore. Okay, the generator. The generator is in this game. It's right here. Now when it comes nighttime, we're going to need to get the generator started. And you got to go to the generator space and you're going to have to roll a die. And as you can see, it's self-explanatory here. If you roll 1, it's going to be empty. 2 is low, 3, 4. Like, you know, we roll this. Let's say I rolled a 5. Okay, all right, the generator is full. Boom, boom, good going. So we got basically every round the generator is going to move down 1. So we have that many rounds before it's empty, before the generator goes out. So if we had the misfortune of rolling a 2, oh, we got problems. If we roll a 6, we overcharge the damn thing and bust it. So that's not gonna. You don't want to roll a 6 in that case. Let me see if there's anything else we need to go over. There are all kinds of different monsters in this game. As you can see, we start the game with the Sharknado. And you know, some of these miniatures are pretty good. Here's Fury. As you can see, it's not a full body, but it's like half of them. But there's Fury. And here's our Doctor. And let's read what it says about Fury. It says, she was torn from her mother's arms at birth. Raised as an animal and trained to be a warrior, she knew the most terrible nature of man and emerged as their leader. She crossed the most arid desert, challenged the most violent storm, traveled to hell, and came back alone. Woe to those who cross her path, for they will know Fury. And the Doctor hears, he forces himself to remember that once he had been happy. Now he looks back and finds only pain and darkness, a life surrounded by infected butcher meat peddling to his patients, selling false illusions and miracles. Sometimes he surprises himself when he recalls his youth, the great surgeon, the triumphant doctor. Only a small spot blurs the perfect canvas in his memory, an error, a single and terrible mistake. Okay, well, okay. So here we have basically non-boss monsters. We have 12 different type of monsters, and rather than show you each miniature, I'm going to show you what we have. And the way you set up monsters is for every space there's a portal. You roll the 12-sided die, and you put that monster that you roll at the portal space. Now, during the daytime, the monster is not going to appear on a map tile that has a portal with characters on it. However, at nighttime, they can appear anywhere, no matter if you're standing on that portal. So, we have specters, we have nightmares, we have demons, we have Firmungus, which is critters, aberrations, we have arcanes, I guess they're werewolves. We have possessed, which Cthulhu type stuff. Killer toys, which is Chucky, and we have one of them right here. There's that. I gotta give the game that for that. We have reanimated, which is basically a this guy, which is, you know, from the Reanimator. It's that doctor that Herbert West killed, or that had cut off his head. Whisperers, which we don't have one of them. Oh, Psycho, which is Michael Myers, basically. And Whisperers, which is the Ring Girl. And so, and then you have bosses, like special monsters like the Sharknado here. And this worm god thing looking thing here. And he moves one space, and if you're in the same room as him, he kills you automatically. So I don't want him to come anywhere near us. And there's this guy here, man. I don't think he's in the game yet, but I mean, that looks pretty good. I mean, look at that shit. You know, and you know, a whole bunch more. And the map tiles are based off of different, like, little movie type things. Although, I mean, I'm pretty sure this one is probably based off of Jaws a little bit. I think that one may be, I don't know what that is, summer camp or something. Like Friday the 13th, who knows. So, there are all kinds of cards. Oh, if you end your turn in a space and you don't interact with anything, you get an event card. And event cards can be bad, they can be good. Alright, so let's talk about the last action you can take. It's called dash. Dash doesn't cost you any action points. You can only do it once per turn. And that means you can basically either run through a door or crash through a window. And when you do that, you put like, we have these tokens for, like, you know, here's a busted window or busted door token. And there's just a regular door token. You know. And here's a windows. I mean, that's a busted door. That's a regular door. Which I should put that stuff on the board. And here are the windows. Here's the regular window. And there's the busted window. Now, when you dash through, you're going to take damage. Now, of course, you see Fury special ability is dash without losing a life. So, I think it's, I have to look at it here, let's see here. Dash through a closed door, -2 life points. Dash through a closed window, -1 life point. Dash an open or broken window, 1 life point. Dash through a barricade, 2 life points. So that's dashing. And now let's go over these doors in here real quick. Skill trees. Now, when you get your kill, you can choose a skill. Survival, retribution, illumination, or corruption. You pick one, because when you pick one, you can't change it unless you die or you level up one completely. And then, let's say I were to take corruption. Let's say a doctor were to take corruption here. Okay, so he's got his corruption skill card. Okay, all right. So you can you start here. You see, and you skill up which way you want to go. Okay, so like if you wanted to go this way, I can put a little thing there. If I kill the monster, I get a skill point. I get +1 defense, a free trap, +1 attack, +1 weapon, eliminates fear, that type of thing. So that's the corruption. The illumination, let's see what it does. It does +1 will, +1 action, don't fall, take 2 items, +2 inventory, you know, eliminates events. Retribution is explore, +1 reroll, +1 reroll, plus -1 fury, -1 life. I have to look at these. And then that's unbreakable. And then survival, -2 fear, +2 life, +3 items, +4 souls, -1 creature, and then eliminates 1 pact. So you can choose which way you want to go. And yeah, you got some decisions to make. So it kind of adds a little bit more to the game with the skill trees. Let me just try to go over what else we have. Which one was the one? If there's anything else I missed. Oh, evil barricades, yes. So remember, we have one evil barricade here on the thing. And it says, to destroy an evil barricade, a character must perform an attack when he has it within reach. They have 9 life points and it's removed. Blah. Any creature or boss can cross evil barricades without losing mobility points. If it is destroyed, its token is removed from the board and placed with a broken door or window token. A new creature appears in its space or the side closest to the attacking character. So, you know, evil barricades are not good. I'm trying to think, am I missing anything else that we need to go over? We have Grimoire cards, we have Dimension cards. We really don't use Grimoire cards this one. We have event cards, item cards, Dimension cards, ally cards, pact cards, combo cards. Oh, okay, the combo. Okay, let's grab a combo card. Let me show you what it looks like. I'll pick the one off the bottom here. We only have so many combo cards in the game. Once we use them, we're done. We're out. Now, this is a combo card. First things first, you have to have a weapon to use a combo. Okay? And like this is the four-fisted Jade Dragon. Attack 4 extra creatures in your space. Okay, that's the good one. This is the medium one, which is easier to do. Okay, total damage +4, and if you fail, you get I can't speak. +4 fear. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. So like this one right here. You get the dice, you roll, and if you're successful, fine. Now every character that is with you, I believe, when you do that combo, I think you gotta have somebody with you. Okay, yeah. 3 rolls, number on the left side, and the number of hits. You must score on your attack roll. You can perform a combo alone, but if you have another person with you, you get to destroy 1 extra creature. If you do not score, then you lose. You do the bad thing. So those are combos. So as you can see, they can be really helpful. I mean, you can do a combo by yourself. Total damage. You can 4 extra damage on somebody. And the way damage works is a little different. I guess I'll show you how damage works real quick. Let me try to find an item here. A weapon or something here. Let me try to find a weapon. Okay. I'm going to show you. I found one at the very bottom of the deck. And it's a crossbow. Okay, so here's the weapon card. Alright, let's go over what this is how much damage it does. Okay. This is the difficulty of using it. This is how many hands it takes for you to use this. So if the doctor were to have this, we put this in the middle of the card, it takes him 2 hands to use it. Well, that is it. I mean, he can't, you know, that's it. Okay. Alright, so, and that's the range it has right here. Okay. So, what he's going to do is, let's say his attack is 2. So he rolls 2 die. Okay. He's attacking a monster in his space. He rolls 2 die. He gets 1 hit, 1 miss. Well, 1 hit is enough for the weapon to have worked. So he's going to do 6 damage. Now, also, you add however many hits you did to that. So the 1 hit he rolled right here is going to give him 1 hit plus 6, 7 damage. So he would do 7 damage to a monster. And then of course if he had any other bonuses or something like that, like the combo, which, you know, he would have had to have, you know, 4 hits on one, 2 on the other. So he would have failed that combo. But other weapons, like, you know, like she gets to roll 4 die, okay? So for her, it would be a lot better for her to have the crossbow, because then she would get to roll 4 die. So let's roll 4 die here. Okay, so she got 2 hits and 2 misses. So she does 6 plus 2, that's 8 damage, okay? And then remember on that combo, if she had said, I only want to do the middle one, the easier one, I believe that would have took 2 hits to do. She done 2, and she would have gained plus 4 damage with the combo, okay? So, you know, 6 plus 2 is 8, plus 4 is 12. And if you look at the life of a lot of these guys, they have high lives, like this one's 11, 12, 13, 9, 18. This one's 20, 10, 10, 14, 16. So you got to get weapons that give you high amounts of damage, and stuff. You got to get your damage up there. Attacking monsters is not easy. That's why you got to use combos and you know, try to use best you can. You really don't want to be fighting, to be honest with you, but you know, hey. Let's go do a dimension card. I'm going to show you what it is when you enter a portal. And I'll take the bottom card off the deck here. And it says, okay, so we were to enter a portal. We'd go into the 4th dimension. All players roll 1 combat dice. You must get more hits than misses in total. Okay, it usually tells you something like what happens there. So, if you're going through, you know, the 4th dimension, let's see here, portal cards, you have to so basically what it would do is all players would have to roll 1 combat die, and we get more hits and misses. We're good. You must get more hits and misses, so a tie ain't gonna matter. So we have 2 players, so we'd roll it twice. If we succeeded, we can move to another portal spot. We get 3 soul cubes, and we get to move our skill tree up 1. However, if you fail, bum 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 bum. If you fail, his character will stay in the same space, lose 1 life point, and a new creature will appear in his space. Okay, so, and then, you know, at the beginning of the night turn, the evil die is rolled. It's basically the 6-sider, and it has some things that happens. Penalties to the characters. Pact cards, which are supposed to remain secret, but we're playing with 1 character, so that's fine. And then events. Positive events can be saved and used when the player wants. Players cannot exchange them. Negative events must be resolved immediately, and you'll know. And you can only have 5 souls. That kind of stuff. Creatures stunned. Now the way they attack, the last I think big main thing in this game to talk about is creatures perception. And as you can see, everybody has a stat for it. So like this guy, this little doll here, Chucky, he has a perception of 3. So if a character were in 3 spaces away from him, any 3 spaces up to away from him, so let's say is 1, 2, 3 or whatever, if this guy was here, he could perceive him and he would try to head to him. Otherwise, the monsters head to the space that has the most activity points. It's a weird little roundabout system that frankly I think muddles things up, to be honest with you. So I'm thinking about toying around with some kind of thing. You know, just have them move towards the closest character. You know, I don't, you know, I don't see what the problem is with that. Because they're not just going to wander around aimlessly. So let's see. Let's go ahead and read what our thing is here. And do I want to read the prologue here? No. Let's give a little flavor character. Here's the preacher speaking. He's a character from this game. Of course, I do not trust you. You still do not understand this place. From the remotest corners of time and space, from the dimensions and realities beyond our understanding, his call attracts all beings which are corrupt, vile, and twisted. It's a gateway for all evil. And the fact that you're here only means one thing. Your soul is as black as mine. So, alright. Chapter 1, Escape. You must escape. Okay. This is from the stripper. She's another character in this game. We hadn't used her yet. They are looking at me with curiosity, fear, even contempt. I don't know them and I don't trust them. I need to analyze them carefully to know their weaknesses. Patience, keep yourself cool, use your head. Soon they will no longer consider you a threat, and they will trust you with their secrets. They will lower the guard, and then, poor devils, it will be too late for them. So we have an evil stripper here. If you have pacts that you don't fulfill and the game ends, you lose the game. That character does. So the generator can only be activated once per game. The map layout tells us where we put the monsters. And so that's basically it. So I have the board set. Everything's ready to go. We'll get it going and start playing our first little playthrough round in just a minute. Okay, so let's get ready to go. But before we go, I want to say a couple things. First of all, I don't know how well I'm going to do. I haven't really played this game that much, and I'm either going to get totally annihilated or do okay. So there's that. Second of all, I think the way I'm going to play Death is, I know you're not supposed to use pack cards and solo rules, but the way I'm going to do it is the first time when a character gets killed, they're going to gain a pack card. And if they are able to complete the pack card, great. If they are killed again while they have a pack card, they're dead. I think you play it like, well, the devil came for their soul. So, however, reanimate rules still apply. I think I will still use that just because this is the first time really playing. So if a character can get reanimated, they're not considered, they won't be considered dead. They won't have to get a pack card. Now, if we look at the strategy of this thing, we don't want to be anywhere near this idiot, because this idiot's going to move one space, and if you're on the same space with him, he's going to kill you. Doors and crap like that don't bother him. So, okay. The Sharknado guy here, who is next to the generator, the boat, and the battery. I believe the Sharknado guy, I think there's a special thing for him, yeah. It attacks all characters on its map tile. So it doesn't move, it attacks all characters on its map tile. So in order to access the generator, the boat, and the battery, we're going to get attacked by that clown. Also, the battery is being protected by a freaking barrier, which we're going to have to do damage to, and then even though a monster is going to appear. Okay, so probably the safe bet is the ores. You got to go way the hell up there, and then come all the way back down here. I mean, you could use a portal, but it's still risky. And then, you know, survive attacks from Sharknado. The car's over here. Now, there's relatively not much stuff over here. It's going to take him forever to get the hell over here. The Sharknado can't attack you if you're over here. But the problem is the battery's there. So, and more than likely, you know, in a couple turns, it's going to get dark. And we're going to need to get the generator lit. Now, there's only two of us, so it doesn't matter about which vehicle we try to escape on. So I think what I want to do... Oh, also, I think I forgot to mention this. If you're on a space with a monster and you try to move out of that space, you will take 1 point of damage. However, running... you won't. If you choose to run, you won't take a point of damage. So you just better not stumble. So what I'm thinking is go through that portal, or safely walk this way. Grab the ores. Maybe call for help. I want to try to stay together, but we can split up a little bit. Call for some help. Grab the ores. Come back this way. Probably by that time we'll need to get the generator going. Hopefully survive some attacks from the Sharknado and get on the boat and get the hell out. I think that is my strategy for that. I don't want to mess with that unless I have to. Yeah. I think that I guess I'm kind of sure if I go through a portal there though, I can gain souls, but I'm gonna have to gain maybe one guy. See, but that stupid reanimates over there, and I'd come out on his space where he's at. Because remember, it costs 1 action point. So, you know, if you look at the freaking Doctor, he has 3 action points. Fury has 3 action points. So, it costs action points, but the Doctor can heal. I forgot about that. So, you know, we'll be able to move 1. And then it's going to cost us 1 to open the door. And then somebody will get to move out. I don't know. We don't have that many action points to play around with. That's the thing. I I think we'll go for the oars though. I mean, we're gonna have to come. I mean, we're gonna have to come to we're gonna have to come to this tile anyways. I mean, let's face it. If we wanted to go by the car, we'd have to go to this tile to get the battery. But there's that barricade there, which is going to pose an unnecessary risk. We're going to need to get the generator started anyways, and I think to get the boat. We can gain souls if we and level up on the skill tree if we successfully complete portal stuff. However, I think we're not going to go through the portal yet. Now I may go through the portal up there and just come out through here, which will save us a whole lot of time. So I think I may try it that way. Okay, so Fury's going first. So she's going to move actually 1. She's going to spend her second action point to open the door. That's 2. And then we have 3. He's going to move 1, 2. And I probably, what he's going to do is he's going to go ahead and explore. So we'll put an explore token there, and maybe he can find something. And let's see what he finds here. He finds, well, he found acid. Place 2 traps on the space where you use it. 1 use only. Okay, well, that's actually not bad. It's one-handed, so we'll put that in 1 there. 2 traps on the space where you use it. 1 use only. Alright, so what I can do, I can throw it at somebody, and then plus it's going to leave acid on the floor. That is actually not bad. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. Yep. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm happy with that. I don't know if I should next turn close the door or barricade something or what. I don't know if I should bother even trying to go get the radio. See, we can't open that window. There's a reanimate over there trying to go around. And okay. So I think I'm happy with that. And I think what we'll do, I mean, he has acid, so we can attack 1 person, but I'm pretty sure this guy right here is going to be able to attack us. That's that arcane, and he has a movement of 3, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to attack us this turn. I don't think any of the other ones are, so I think that's it. 1 attack. Now if there's more than 1 hero there's 1 more hero in the space, it attacks, and each person has to defend. So it gets to attack each person in space. It's not like we'll choose which one it attacks. Okay. Let me think about what's going to happen and come right. Okay, so the creatures move in order of their agility. So we have the arcane, which has an agility of 6. Then the doll has the agility of 4, and then the reanimator has agility of 3. So the arcane is going to move first, and of course he has mobility. He can move 3. So he's going to go 1, 2, and he's here in our space. The Sharknado, we know, doesn't move. That thing moves 1 space. So yeah. Now monsters cannot move through cannot move through closed windows or broken windows. It has to be an open window. They can move through doors, but it costs them a action point to move through doors. Okay, so we know that guy has a terrible mobility, so he's only going to move 1 space. I know we're a little bit out of order, but here, boom, 1 space. Okay, so the doll is next. And I'm trying to figure out the shortest way for him to get here. It would probably be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it probably would. Otherwise, he would have to open doors to go that way. So, well, no, let me see. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's basically the same either way. Let's move him 1. And he has a, let's see, he moves 4 spaces. Well, crap. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reanimate there is going to move 3 spaces. You see, I can go 1, 2, 3. God dang, man. Can these guys not? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I didn't plan for that. That is not good. So already I've screwed up a little bit. 1, 2. Alright, so we're here. We're in trouble. Alright. So let's start looking at our fear. First, let's take the arcane. He's the one who got there first. The arcane has a terror of 4. His will is 3, her will is 4. So his terror is going to actually go up 1. Okay. Now he's going to attack. And he has fury of 5. So he gets 5 dice. Let's see how many hits he gets. He got 2 hits. That's not too bad. Now, Fury has a defense of 3. So let's roll. Alright, she defended 1. So she's going to lose 1 life. The Doctor has a defense of 4. Okay, well, he didn't roll worth the flip, so he's going to lose 1 life. Okay, next is the Killer Doll. It has a terror of 2, which it's not going to terrify either of us, so that's fine. And it has a fury of 3. So, attacks Furiosa. Okay, got 1 hit. See, she can defend. She can. And the Doctor, 4 dice. He defended. Okay, that's not too bad. Now the reanimate. They all have special stuff. I guess I should have been paying attention to that. Let's see here. See, the arcane. When dying, roll the evil die. Okay. A killer tour appears on each portal of the board until no more miniatures are available. Well, I don't even do that. I think that's when we roll for him to come in. I don't know if you do that at the start of the game. I may have screwed that up. What did you say I screwed up? No creature in his space can die while a reanimated is there. Okay, so we couldn't kill any of these clowns while the reanimated is there. Okay, so the reanimate's going to go. His terror is 3. And so nobody's going to cause any, he's not going to cause any fear to anybody. And so now he gets to attack, and his fury, I keep saying that, is 4 dice. So he's going to roll 4 dice. He got 3 hits. That's ugh. Okay, so she can defend. Oh shit, she takes 2 damage. Okay, and he takes 2 damage. Okay, so that was pretty bad. Yikes. Okay, I said we were gonna get her messed up. But we can run. We can run like the wind. Fury can dash, as a matter of fact, and not lose a life point. So that's something I might want to think about. Alright, it's our turn. We're going to have to run, otherwise we're just going to lose a freaking life point here. Out of that. But we got to start. It's a new start of a new round. So we're gonna move this, and I think what happens on a new round is that we're gonna have some new monsters appear. Let's see here. Night rounds. Okay, it's night rounds. Souls. Solo game. Evil traps. Portals. Evil die. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see where. Let's see here. Oh yeah, okay. In any other round, creatures appear on each portal of the map tile where there is at least one character. Nothing appears in any of the portals. So we're going to get a new creature here. So let's roll, and we're going to get a 10, which is Michael Myers. So let me get a Michael Myers here. Here we go, Michael Myers. There's his miniature. Yeah. So he's there. Okay. So boy, did that mess us up. Okay, so let's start with Fury. Yeah, well, she's definitely going to run. So we're going to spend an action to run. And let's hope we don't roll a 1. A 3. Okay, so she's going to go... She's going to go this way. There you go. 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then she is going to... Well, I think what I think is actually... is she's going to dash through the window. That's going to end up there, and she's going to come into here. Now, she doesn't lose a point for that. Okay, so that was one action point. The second action point is she's going to pick up the oars. Okay? And I think for a third action point, I need to explore. She's going to explore. And she finds... Mortal Vice. What? Finally, something useful in this damn house. Maybe your luck is changing. Maybe it's a good time to start smoking again. Okay. So there's an item there. Set your fear bar to 0 but lose 2 life points for each use. That's not what I was wanting. I was wanting a weapon. Okay, old doctor here, he's going to run too. He gets 3. Well, okay. So he's going to go 1, 2, and I think he's going to go in here as well. He's going to lose a life point going through that open window, but that's 3. Well, I don't know if he can. Well, I don't know if he can do that. Huh. That may cost him an action point to go. Yeah, that's right. It costs him an action point to go through a window. No, actually, that window's broken. So it's not going to cost him an action point to go through there. I think it's going to cost him a life point to go through it, though. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. I'm gonna use. I think I can play. I think I may use 2 trap tokens and put that crap down on there, man. Huh. I don't know. Let me think if I want to use a trap. Okay, I guess he can go through a broken window as long as he didn't dash through it. Okay, so he didn't dash; it was already broken. So he still has 2 action points left, and I think what he's going to do with 1 action point is he's going to reinforce himself. That way, we'll put this on him as he's been defended. Then he's going to place a barricade on this window right here. And that's his 3rd action point. And then, you know, his special ability plus 1 life point per turn any player. He's going to give Fury the life point. So, okay. So she's healed up a little bit. And she has the oars. Alright, so there we go with that. Now, alright, so we got the oars. We got a couple doors between us. I don't know how good we're going to do, but okay. Alright, so we ran the hell. So all the monsters jumped us. We ran the hell away. Oh, Fury just jumped through a damn window, grabbed the oars, and explored. Found a pack of smokes. I guess that's good. Oh, Doctor ran after her, went through the window, barricaded it, and then preparing a little bit of defense for himself. Okay, so we know the Sharknado is not going to move. The boss, big boss, will move last, but he has to spend an action point. I don't think bosses. I think bosses can go through doors. I don't know if bosses have to spend an action point to open the door or not. See, it's never real clear. I know it says that they can kill everybody. They can't be. I know monsters have to open doors. So let's just say, okay, let's just say it breaks doors on its way without losing mobility. Okay, so it just broke this door. Kapang, it broke this door and it's moved right here. Okay, so let's go by who's got the best agility, and that's still going to be, I think, the Arcane. Yeah, the Arcane still, it's actually going to be the Arcane, then Chucky, then Reanimator, then Michael. Okay, so the Arcane is going to go, he's going to go 3 spaces. Let's see. The quickest way to them, well, that's a solid wall. There's a window. He can't go through the window. So yeah, he can go through the barricade. Okay. 1, 2, he opens the door. 3, he's in there. That's as far as he can go. Chucky here can go 4. So he's going to go 1, 2. He's going to open the door. That's 3. And then he goes in there. That's 4. Alright, Reanimator. He has a mobility of 3. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. I still don't see. I mean, 1. Yeah, I mean that is 1 space. I mean, unless this should be 2 spaces. Maybe I've been doing that wrong. Maybe the border on the tiles is a space on its own, but he could still move diagonal because that would be 1, 2, and then he moved in there. Okay, let's just say he moved in there. He can move pretty damn far. Okay, and Michael, he can only move 2 spaces, so he's going to open this door and move 1. Okay, that's still not great, man. I mean, oh man. I don't know what to tell you, man. We're in some serious trouble. I mean, these guys can move all around the goddamn board, man. Like it's no problem the way the lines are. I don't know, man. Let me double check that. That just doesn't seem... I mean, those are big spaces, man. Wow. I don't know. Okay, so I guess we now know why this game is called Pandemonium, man. Because you just run around like a madman. Alright, so... we gotta resolve some of these things here. Okay, well, we're only getting attacked by 2 creatures. I guess it's better than last time. So let's do the attacks first. Now, the Chucky doll is going to attack first. Has a higher agility. Has a terror of 2. It's not going to affect either of us. So we're good on that. So he gets 3 dice. Fury. Okay, he hit once. Fury gets to roll 3 die. Alright, so she blocked. Alright. The doctor here get hit once. He gets 4. He gets actually 5 die because he has that +1 defense. And he blocked. So that's no problem. Okay, so the reanimate gets to go, and he gets 4 die. And he got 3 hits. Ah, man, Fury, you're going to take a beating on this. She defended 1, so she takes 2. 1, 2. So she's hurting. Alright. And Doc, he rolls his die. And he defended every single one of them, so he's okay. Okay. That's the end of the turn. What I'm thinking about doing for next turn is removing the barricade, getting out of there and going through the portal to another side, this side of the map down here. That's what I'm thinking about doing. And screw calling somebody. And then putting the barricade up so I can't go out the window. I'm also thinking about maybe attacking with the acid. We'll see. Although, I probably want to give that to Fury. She has a much better attack value than the doctor. Yeah. Okay, so now it has become nighttime. So we're in total darkness, so everybody's fear is going up. So her fear is going up, his fear going up, so he's going to be -1 on the fear. He loses this. This is gone now. Alright. And I have to spawn. Oh, yeah, that's right, man. At the first night round, I think you spawn... Oh my goodness, I think you got to spawn a monster on every portal. Yep, I think so. Uh-huh. Oh boy. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure that's what you got to do. Traps. Evil die. And then we have to roll the evil die, as a matter of fact. We're going to have to do that. It's rolled once at the beginning of each night round. Yeah. So let's roll the evil die. This is a 6-sider, basically, and see what the heck's going to happen. 6. -1 life point to all characters. God dog, man. Okay, well, she's down to her last life point. He goes down 1. This is not good, man. We gotta get some health. We gotta do something, or we're gonna be in some serious trouble. Okay. All explored tokens are removed from the board. Okay, so we're going to remove this and this from the board. And we got to put monsters on every portal. So I guess we'll start with the portal that we're at. And 11, which is the Whisperers. Which is the... Come on, man, where they at? They're the little girls from the Ring, basically. That's them. Alright. We'll do this portal. 1. A Spectre. That's great. So much for my acid attack. Here. Well, let's do clockwise. And then, yeah, okay. 5, which is an Aberration. Which is this guy. Here. And 1, again, which is another Spectre. So I guess it wouldn't have made a difference. Here. Okay, so now we're in some bad trouble. Okay. Now I can't kill anything with that stupid reanimate there. And I don't know if the Whisperer girl, can she even be attacked by acid? Makes me wonder here. Let's see. They cross doors and barricade. When dying, they reappear at the portal with less activity on the board. Okay. Alright. Well, alright. Fury's first. First thing she's going to do is I'm going to have her explore. Let's say we can't explore with monsters are there. So she's fumbling around looking for something. She finds something else. Black candle. You've seen too many strange things in this house to overlook the fact that a black candle cannot be a normal candle. Now the question is whether lighting it will see your doom or your salvation. Move instantly to any portal on the board. One use only. Okay, that's actually... Oh man, do I want to use that now? Oh, the portal. What a great time to get that though. Alright, she's going to spend her second action point to remove this barricade. Then she's going to spend her third action point to get the hell out of here. The doctor's going to spend 1 action point to move. He's going to spend a second action point to put the barricade up. And he... What's her health? Her health is 11. No, her health is 15. Yee. He can run, and that's what he's gonna do. He's running like hell. He says, "Screw you, I'm going home." He rolls a 3, so he'll go 1, 2, 3. Pick your poison, man. Where you want to go? 1. Okay. One. If I move there, I can go 1, 2, 3. And the next turn, I can pick up that life. I'm splitting them up, man. I don't know what else to say. He can heal 1 player on the board. He'll heal Fury just in case. And God, yeah, that's it. I mean, we don't have anything good. So I mean, he has the acid, but nah, Now we got monsters all over the damn board. Oh my god. Yeah. Alright, let me think about what we're going to do. Okay, so I changed my mind. I let Furiosa use the card because if she gets killed, she loses it. So, you know, might as well use it. I know it seems crazy, but I teleported her here. My hope is that she can stay alive enough to start the generator or possibly get the hell out of there. She got the oars, you know, the boat's right there. So we'll see. Of course, it's the monster's turn. So yeah, we'll get to see what they do. Now we know he's going to go ahead and attack. We know the Sharknado is going to attack, and let's see. The rest of these guys, I'm not exactly sure where they're going to go. So let's see what order we're going to have to do. We have Spectres on the thing. They have the highest agility. They're going first. Now, they move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. The actual space that has the most activity with the players on it is the one where the doctor is on. So this one's going to go, and it can move through walls. I remember reading it right. So they cross doors and barricades without losing movement points. Okay, well, okay. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we have one more on the board down here. And let's see here. I guess the closest way would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's no door there, so it would have to go here, 4. Okay, so let's resolve her attack on the dock. Now, she has a terror of 3. He actually is below that now because of the -1. So his fear is going to go up 1 more, and he's going to lose 1 defense. She's going to attack. She has 3 fury. She hits him twice. He has a defense of 3. And he can't defend a damn thing. So actually, he's going down. 1, 2, 3. He's down. Okay. So there's that. She can't reanimate him, so he's going to end up taking a pack card. Okay, so the next on the list is the Aberrations, and that's in the same space as Fury. So the Aberration has a terror of 5. So she's going to lose a fear because hers is 4. Alright. And it's going to attack her, and it has a fury of 6. And she has a defense of 3. Alright, so she 3 hits. She blocks 2, so she's only going to take 1 damage, so she's still alive. Okay. Now, the next in the thing is the Arcane, and we know it moves 3. So since he's considered dead, it's going to move towards her. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, he's close by. Alright. Next is the Killer Doll, and he moves 4 spaces. And he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Next is to reanimate, and he's moving 3 spaces. So he moves 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next is Michael Myers. He only moves 2 spaces. However, that is going to be enough for him to move into there. And he's going to, he has a terror of 4. So her fear is going to go up 1. She's going to be -1 defense, and his attack is 5. And he hits 3. She only gets 3. She only gets 2 defense. That's not good. And she fails both of them, so she is dead. So the Sharknado would have attacked. That Wishing Well girl moves 2 spaces. 1 to the most activity, and the most activity is on this board, so it's going to go 2. This guy moves 1, and then that's it. That's it. Everybody's dead. So she loses the. She has to put the token back down. It's going to cost her an action to pick that back up. She loses the cigarettes, and he loses the acid, I believe. I think they get something though. So let me double check and see what happened. I know they're going to get a pact. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and each draw them a pact card right now. We'll start with Furiosa first. And she gets a touch of evil. The evil one rolls his die a number of times equal to the characters on the game board. The evil one rolls his evil dice a number of times equal to the characters on the game board. Okay, well, we know at the beginning of the next round he's going to roll it once, and then he'll end up, if we can survive another round or something like that, he'll get to end up rolling it again. So, okay, that can be fulfilled in a couple rounds. The Doctor here, it's a trap. A character next to a trap receives the damage from a d6 roll, and the trap disappears from the board. Okay, well, I don't know if I'm going to be doing that one. Oh, boy. Alright, we'll see. Let me see where we, what happens here. Okay, so, what happens is, after you die, you put your life back to the maximum. Put your fear back down to the bottom. You get an item card. You have to discard everything, but then you get an item card, and you can go to any portal you want. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these guys start here at that portal. Okay, Fury got a weird thing. Perdition's Rod. Remove 1 creature from the board. All players must roll 1 combat die. Those who roll a miss die, 1 use only. That kind of doesn't make any sense. And then the Doctor got the tricycle. Move 2 spaces. Okay. What I'm thinking about doing is, I don't care about pack cards. What I'm thinking about doing is having Fury pick up the oars, run the hell out of that space, dash through that, and get on the boat. I think that's what I'm going to do. Well, it's the start of the next round. It's night, so everybody, his fear is going to go up 1, and we're going to roll the evil die and see what happens. And we get a 2 on this one, and that is Invocation. 1 new creature appears in the portal with the less activity on the board. I guess that would be this one. So we'll put a new creature there. And it's going to be 1, another Spectre. We got specters all over the place around here. Here we go. Okay. Alright, so we've done all that. And now at the beginning of the night turn, I think we have to do some stuff too here. Okay, yeah, okay. We don't have to do anything else. Alright, so what are we doing? I think Fury is going to run, and we'll roll the 6-sider, see how many spaces she can run. She can run 3. Well, her first action was to pick up the ore. Okay, so she picked up the ore as her first action. The ores. And then her second action is to run. So she's going to go 1, and then she's going to dash through this door, which that's fine. We're going to break that, and it doesn't cost her a life. Remember, she has that special ability. Okay, so now she's here on the boat, and let's see here. She has to spend an action to start the boat. However, if she starts the boat, dipshit's not on there, she's gonna leave without him. So what's gonna happen is she's gonna use this. We're gonna move 1 creature from the board, and we are going to remove the Sharknado from the board. I don't know. Well, I mean, can we remove the Sharknado? Is it? I think it's a boss. I don't. They're not clear on that. It's sort of a boss. I don't think we can remove it. I'm going to move the Aberration here. This guy's not great. We'll move him from the board, and that's her actions. Now the Doctor is going to go, and he's going to use the tricycle, and he's going to move 2 spaces. 1, 2. He's going to take the hit from Michael Myers. Okay. Now he's at the boat. Now let's see what we got to do while he's at the boat. So what do we have to do? Alright. Alright, now get in place. Okay, she placed the oars on the boat. That was her last action for her. The Doctor is here, and she's not in the boat. So getting into the vehicle is 1 action. So the Doc here is going to get into the vehicle. That's his action. He's not going to start it. He's not going to start it. If he starts it, escape. Okay, so that's fine. So now it is the end of the good guy's turn, and it is now the bad guy's turn. Okay. I think, well, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Instead of him getting in the boat, let's have him put a barricade right there. I know it's not going to be all great, but let's have him do that. Okay, so it's let's start the monsters here, and I think the arcane, the specters are actually going to go first. They're going to move 4 spaces. This one moves 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and this one moves 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then this one here moves 1, 2, 3, and actually barricades don't stop them. Remember that. 4. Now we have not started the boat. She's not going to attack the boat. She's going to attack us. So if I remember correctly, what it read, it says once the vehicle is switched on. Okay, we have not switched it on. Yeah. We got to turn it on. We have not turned it on. So they're not going to attack, or when there are players inside. So they're not attacking the boat yet. They're attacking us. So she's going to attack us. Now, remember, she has a terror of 3. So she's not going to cause any of us fear. Okay? So we're alright right now. She does have a fury of 3. So let's see what happens. She got 1 hit. Now, fury has 3 defense die. And she blocked that. The doctor has 4 defense die. And he blocks that. Okay, so we've taken care of the specters. The next up we have is the arcane. And he moves 3 spaces. So he'll move 1, 2, and then the barricade stops him. So he's not getting in. Okay. Alright, that's good. Next up is the Chucky doll. And he moves 4. Now he'll move 1, 2, 3. Okay, he gets in there. Alright. And he's going to attack us. And remember, he has a fury of 3. Now his terror is 2, so he's not going to affect any of us. And he attacks fury. Alright, 2 hits. Can fury defend? She can. And the doctor, can he defend? He can. Alright, so that's fine. Now, next up is the reanimate. And he moves 3 spaces. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next up is Michael Myers. He moves 2 spaces. So he comes in here 1, 2. Okay. So he's going to attack us. He has a terror of 4. Now that's going to cause the doc panic to go up 1. And yeah. And he has a fury of 5. He hit 4 times. Oh my goodness. Alright, so she has a defense of 3. She blocked 2, so she's losing 2 health. He has a defense of 4. He blocked 3, so he only loses 1 health. Okay. Next and last is the Whisperer thing. And it has a mobility of 2. So it's moving 1, 2. Of course, this monster comes out. And the Sharknado is going to actually get to attack. Let's see here. He has... Okay, a fury of 7. So he has 7 fury. He's attacking everything. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's... Oof. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's 5 hits. Can she defend? Alright, she defends 3, so she only loses 2. Okay. He defends 3, so he only loses 2. Okay. Alright, so that's it for that. That's the end of that turn. So let's start a new round. Let's roll the evil die. And this is the second time the evil die has been rolled. Uh-oh, 1. Oh, I actually think 1 is good for the heroes. I actually think that it is good. Nothing happens. That's right. So that's the second time. So she actually is going to get a life cube. Okay. She's going to get, I guess, an item or something. And she's going to get a skill on a skill tree. And she's going to pick survival. We got to get the hell out of here. So, there we go. And so she's going to get -2 fear. Well, which one's going to help us out? We're only in here one more round. Which one's going to help us out the best? Explore? No. Well, you know, yeah. -difficulty or will. +1 will. I don't know. Let me see. Let me think about it. Okay, so what I think is now the item she got was a totem, which all creatures in your space get -2 life points. I think I'm going to do the retribution skill. Now she's got the first skill, okay, which is, well, let me see what that. Okay, well, here we'll just put that little X on there. Is that the first skill? Okay, so the first skill is Explorer. That means she can explore space that's already been explored. Okay. However, her fear is going up 1. His fear is going up 1. That's fine. So she's going to explore real quick. I know what you're saying. She has 3 actions. So she's going to explore real quick. And we're going to go ahead and she gets this. You can open windows from any direction. Does not work if the window contains a barricade. Okay, then she's going to have her skill and explore again. And this is the all equipment weapons have, okay, minus difficulty 1. Okay, well that didn't help. Then we're in the third action. She's getting on the boat. So she's on the boat. Okay, so Doc here is going to go, and of course he can't do his pack thing. I'm sorry, he just can't. So he's going to go and spend an action to get on the boat. And he's got a roll, and he's got to get a hit to start the boat. He missed. He has 1 action left. He can start it again. Alright, success. So the boat is started. Now it specifically states, it says, okay, once a vehicle, players who are inside the vehicle at the end of the round escape successfully. Okay, now a round is, you know, a round. So the monsters get their turn. Okay, so what's going to happen is this boat's going to get attacked. It cannot be used to escape. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what's going to happen is these damn things are going to get to attack the boat, and I probably what's going to happen is they're going to destroy it. I mean, there are monsters all over the place. The boats don't have a defense, so once a vehicle is switched on, players who are inside the end of the round. Okay, and a round, I believe, is, you know, says here we go. Game round and the creature's turn. Yep. All right, so it's the start of the creature's turn. We'll go in order. They're going to attack the boat. We know they are. So let's go in order of specters. All right. So we have 1 specter there, and they move 4. So 1, 2, and then we have another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so these 2 specters are going to attack. Remember, they have a fury of 3. So the boat missed. Well, that's good. That bodes well. And the other one missed. Oh, so they missed the boat all times. Okay, we might actually have a chance here. Okay, next up to attack is the Arcane. And he moves in here. And he's going to attack. He has 5. Dang it. Okay, he got 3 hits. So the boat has taken 3 damage. Okay. See here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Alright. Next is the toy. And it has a fury of 3. And he only hit once. Okay. Next is the reanimate. And he moves in here. And he has a fury of 4. Okay, that's twice. 1, 2. Next is Michael. Ish. And he has a fury of 5. Ugh, come on, misses. 2. Okay. Ooh, we're close. Next is the Whisperer. And she moves 2. I'm sorry. 1, 2. However, she doesn't have Fury. She has some kind, I think, some kind of weird thing where she attacks differently. So I don't think she's attacking the boat. So we might have lucked out with that. Let's see here. When they attack, a new creature appears in their space. Okay, so a new creature is going to, instead of that, a new creature is going to pop up. And that's going to be 2, and that's one of these nightmare things. However, it's not going to attack. It just appears. This is actually kind of a cool little miniature right here. But okay. And now we have this guy goes 1. And now we have the shark dude. And I'm pretty sure the shark guy, he's got a Fury of 7. I'm pretty sure he's going to attack the boat and destroy it. All I need is one more hit. So, yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, the boat has been sunk. Oh man, we were so close. So the boat has been destroyed. We didn't survive the end of the round. So we are right here. Now, she doesn't have a pact. He does. He's probably dead as hell. Alright, so the boat's gone. So we won't need the oars. We got a monster party going on here. We won't need the oars or the boat. So now our only chance to get escape is the battery and the car. Yeah. Boy, that's bad. Alright. Well, what do we say what's going to happen? Well, it's going to be the hero's turn. And we know we're going to do some running. Oh man. Okay, so yeah. Let me think about where I want to do some crazy crap. We're going to need to get the battery. Do I have enough time to do that? I think I'm going to do that. I think my goal is now, in the few rounds we have left, I'm not going for the battery yet. I'm going to try to get in a portal, go to the direct opposite end of the board. Hang out up there for a little bit. Okay. When all these monsters have moved that way some, I'm going to get back in that portal, come over here, and try to get that battery. Then, once the battery, try to get back in that portal, come back over here, and hopefully the monsters will be over here, get in the car, and get the hell out of here. That's the plan. Whether it's a good plan, I don't know, but that's the plan. So, yeah. Oh, alright. Now, he still has time, I guess, to do his thing. Okay. So, let's see what way I can do this. Okay, so we continue our struggles here. It's our hero's turn, and of course, Fury's going to go, and she's got to go fear up 1 because it's dark. And we got to do something about that. Alright, first action she's going to do is run. There's no doubt about that. Oh my god. She stumbles and misses. Could it get any worse, folks? Could it get any worse? Okay, that cost her the action. She can no longer run. So she's going to have to try to move out of here. There's one action. It's a life point down. And see, her second action is to go into the portal. And she's going to take a hit from that thing. And let's do a portal. Okay. The vortex. Roll the evil die a number of times equal to your left life points and roll one miss at least once. Well, our left life points is 1, so I got to roll a miss. I did. Okay, so I get 3 soul cubes for doing that. Which is good. Alright, and I get 2 skill points. So I have to go. I get a reroll. And -1 life. What? That doesn't make any sense. I guess creatures get -1 life and -1 fury. So I have these 3 there. Okay. And I'm coming out way the hell up here. Okay, it's the doctor's turn. Now, while he's thinking about, before we do anything else, he's going to do a special ability, and he's going to give Fury a life point. Okay. Now, he is panicked. His fear's up here, so he can't do anything. He's stuck in there. And he has to unpanic himself. So, he's going to have to roll some dice here. And I'll make sure I got that right. See, it says, all creatures attacked by the character have -1 life point. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. And all creatures have -1 fury. Well, that's actually not a bad not a bad thing here. Alright, so and I actually, if I wanted to, I could dash into that barricade. It's not going to cost me a life point to dash. I think I'm actually going to try to do that. And yeah. And I'll remove the barricade and just dash into there. Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do. And he's panicked. Oh boy, let's see what happens with him. Come on, let's see here. I see why there's the whole thing on combos. Yeah. Yeah, I see why there's a whole thing on combos there. Alright, so stop, must roll 1 combat die and score a hit. Alright, he scored a hit, that's fine. Alright. Alright, in addition, if a character is in panic, has fear triggered at any time, he's not. Okay, so we got lucky on the first one. He was able to lower his panic. Alright, so it doesn't cost him any actions. Now he's going to try to run, and hopefully he doesn't roll a 1. Alright, he rolled a 2. That's not much better. Okay, so he's going to go 1, 2. Alright, so he has to, actually he's dead. I mean, I don't know what else to say. He moves 1. Actually, no, he's not, because he ran. I forgot about that. And yeah, that's right. So he's going through a portal. So let's see what happens with him. And this is Tides of Time. Throw 2 combat dice a number of times equal to your action value and score 100% hits. Alright, well, my action value is 3. Oh, man, Jesus. I don't think I'm going to score 100% hits. How the hell, man? What kind of... That's a little hard, don't you guys think? Throw 2 combat dice number of times equal to your action value. Okay. Well, that's the wrong die on that one. Okay, that's once. Oh, no, that's okay. Oh, we didn't make that. Oh, man, that's a little hard there, man. I can't believe they come up with that crap. Alright, let's see what happens when I fail that. Alright, he will stay in the same space and lose 1 life point. Okay, so he loses 1 life point, and a creature is going to appear. That's great. Well, he's pretty much dead. That's a 9, and that is another reanimate. So, pop goes the weasel. Alright, and that is it for the doctor. That was his last action. If I remember right, because it was move out. Yeah, that was run. I'm sorry, that was run. So, yeah. Well, you know what? That was 1 action. I have 2 more actions left. I can try to go through the portal, a different portal, and I think I'll try to go through it again. And let's see. This one is Tech World. Roll 1d6. The result must allow you to run to another portal on the board. That's not too bad. 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so that's alright. So I did that. So he gets 2 soul cubes for that. He gets his skill. And I think he's going to do is he's going to just pick survival here. And that's 1, and then he got 2 skill points, so that was 1 to do that, and then 1 to get the point, and he's going to get -2 fear, so he's just going to go ahead and lower the fear. So he's at part number 1 with his, which is fine. Alright, and he's going to go to where she popped up at, and that was, I think that was his second action, right? Yeah, that was his second action. So he gets 1 more action, and I think what he's going to do is he is just going to explore. He hasn't explored, nobody's explored that tile, so let's explore, and he gets Mad Hatter. Take 1 item card from the character's inventory. 1 use per turn. Well, it's not really great. He'll take this thing where you can open a window from any direction. Okay. That's the end of the character's turn. It's nighttime still, so we have to roll the evil die and see what happens. We roll a 2. I think 2's a miss. No, 2's invocation. 1 new creature appears in the portal with less activity on the board. It's going to be up here or there. Pick one. 10, and that's another Michael. So I'll pick. Okay, we'll do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, right here. Okay, so now it is the monster's turn, and we have the specters first. We know where they're going, so let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now stand up now, come on. Okay. Next is the nightmare things, and they have a movement of 4. Alright, and where did that one pop up at? Oh, that's right here. 1. I wonder if they have any special... I mean, what's their special thing here? They can't die in darkness. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Next up is Arcane. 1, 2, 3. Next up is Killer Doll. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next up is the Reanimate. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next up is Michael. 1, 2. 1, 2. And wait a minute, is there another door? Yeah, there's another door. Let's see here. Last is the Whisper Lady. 1, 2, and then of course, boom, the boss. Whew. All right, we are now in round 6, and it's our hero's turn. And boy, what the hell am I going to do? All right. One, 2, and then for last action I can run again. 3. Okay, I think it's gonna be barricade time here. I'm gonna spend some points to do some stuff, but okay. Yeah. Let me think about what I want to do. Okay. So I've messed up a couple times, and one I can fix easily, and the other one I'm thinking about house ruling. Alright, at the beginning of every round, whichever tile the heroes are on, you're supposed to spawn one monster at that portal. Now I haven't done that a couple rounds. I may have did it a few rounds, but I haven't done it a couple rounds. But as you can see from playing, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 monsters on the board. Now, I'm thinking about doing a house rule to where once a certain amount of monsters get on the board, you don't have to do that crap anymore. I mean, as you can see, even though I forgot to do that, I've had no problem spawning monsters from just regular old gameplay. So I think I'm going to come up with a rule that if you have more monsters than there are rounds in the game, there's 8 rounds on the board, you don't have to spawn anymore. I think that's a fair rule. Otherwise, you just can't do anything. It's just, and the board's not big enough for you to really put much distance between them. So I think I'm going to come up with that. That fixes, because I've had 10 to 12 monsters on the board for the past couple rounds. Alright, the other mistake I made was that when you are by yourself, there's no other character, ally, or player or monster in your space, you have to draw an event card. Now I think this is actually the first round that has happened, because those two have stuck together most of the game, and then when they were separate down here, he was in a space with a monster, and she was, I think, in space with a monster. But if it wasn't, that was only one round where we missed the events. So there's just a lot to keep up with in this game. So I've rectified that. I've drawn the event card for each one for our last round. And Fury got Infernal Snake. Roll 1d6 as many times as your will value, and the total result must exceed 12 or you lose 2 lives. Okay, her will value is 3, so that's not going to be great. 1, well, that's definitely not going to be great. 4, 7. So she loses 2 lives. However, she does have these soul cubes, so she's not dead. So that was that crappy event. Now, he got Who Lives, Who Dies, Make Your Choice, Let the Games Begin. Do you want to play a game? Roll 1d6, distribute the resulting damage between players. Okay, let's hope I roll a 1 on this one. I rolled a 2. Okay, so what I'll do is he'll lose 1 and she'll lose 1. Okay, those are the events. Fine. Okay. So, as Fury here, it's her turn. Now we have to roll the evil die. Now remember, we're not going to spawn because we have more monsters than there are rounds in the game. So we're not going to, and that's not including boss monsters. I'm not going to include boss monsters in that. So if you take these away, we have 10 guys on the board. So that's fine. So we're going to have to roll the evil die, and we get 4. I don't remember what the hell 4 was. This game could have used a little quick sheet handout thing. It doesn't have it. I'm not saying the rules are written badly. They aren't. They give plenty of examples, but they could have invoked a new creature appears in the portal with less activity on the board. So you see, here we go. And we rolled a 3, and that's one of these demons. And no, that's not him. One of these guys right here. And I guess I can choose. And this is definitely this one right here. Okay, so alright, that's the evil die. Now it's nighttime, it's dark, so we got to do our fear. Now she's panicked, so of course we got to roll to get her panic back down. And okay, it's fine, she did a hit. Alright, so now she has 3 actions. What I'm thinking about doing is moving 1 and spending an action to shut this door. Okay, and then I think what I'll do is come back in here. Ah, man, I need to explore, man. I need some weapons, dude. Alright, we're gonna explore. And she's gonna find, damn it, come on. Discard a pack card from any player, including you. Okay, well that's actually good, because we can get rid of his pack. That means he doesn't have it anymore. So that means he can still, if he dies, he's not going to gain his pack. He's not going to die from not having that, from having that pack card. Okay, that's her turn. So it's the Doc's turn. Let's move his fear up 1, and we can move him. We're going to move him 1. He's going to open the door, and then he's going to explore. I don't know if that's a smart thing to do. I probably should have moved him in there, but this just having 3 action crap stinks. I need to get something that I should have got the one that has a skill. Which skill has more actions, man? +1 life, +4 souls. Reroll corruption here. +1 defense, elimination, fear. Dang it. Illumination. I guess I should have started doing that, because we need some more actions, man. So however, I think what I will do is I will move him. Dang, man. I guess I'll just have him explore. So let's explore again for him. Hope we find something good. Mobile phone, pick an ally card. One use only. Okay, well, alright, we'll get an ally. The Thief. He can pick an item card once per turn and give it to a player on his map tile. He has 4. Alright, it's 4. Too many crimes to remember and too many debts for me to stop now. He can pick an item card once per turn and give it to a player on his map tile. He can pick an item card once per turn and give it to a player on his map tile. Okay, I think he's on the map tile. I think I'm going to do that. Let's see here. He's going to be an item card. He's going to give it to Fury. Oh, let's see here. God damn it. The mask. Lose 1 life, we'll get 1 extra hit. That's not helping, man. I need some weapons. Come on. Okay. End of that turn. Now the evil people's turn. And, yikes. So let's see what we got. We have the Spectres first. And they, of course, move 4. So, let's see what we're going to do here. See, 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, yeah. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So the Doc's getting attacked by 3 Spectres. Yeah. They have a Fury of 3. Their Terror is 3. He's -1, so he actually is going to go up. Yeah. He's going to go up 1. So his defense now is crap. Okay, so, yeah, alright. So the first one's attacking him. 3. 2 hits. He gets 3 defense die. Alright, so he takes 1 hit. And he's got to lose his soul thing. Second one attacks. Hit once. He defended. And the third one attacks. Hit once. And he defended. Okay. Alright. Next is the Nightmares thing. They have a movement of 4. So you're going to move 1, 2. Of course, he's there. And her Fury is 4. 2 hits. He defends. All of them. Okay. Next up is the Demon, who's down here. And he has a movement of 3. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3. He has a Fury of 5. He hit 3 times. He gets to roll 3 dice. He blocked 1. And so he's dead. So he is dead. He loses his skill. He loses his items. He lost the ally. That was fun while it lasted, buddy. Actually, I don't think he loses the ally. I think the ally stays there, and we just put his token there. I have to double check that. Either way, he's going to get full there. Here, he's going to gain a pact and Dark Prophet. Any damage you suffer is cancelled and will be applied immediately to all other characters. Yee. And his one item he gets is a map. Eliminates the need to resolve that card at the end of your turn. And what portal am I going to put him at? Well, I don't want to put him there. I guess I'll put him here. I guess he'll come back this portal here. Although, I don't know if anybody else can reach him. Yeah, there's some people that can reach him up there. However, he would still take the brunt of the focus off of Fury. So, all the monsters will still head up there. So maybe that gives him a chance to sneak around and head towards Fury. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, we'll do that. Let me check on the ally thing, though. Okay, I made another mistake. What should have happened was the creatures should have attacked the ally first. Okay? So, but we attacked the dock. However, let's say the allies only have 1 life point. They have no defense, so the demon killed the ally. So you leave his body there, and you can loot his body. However, so the dock's not dead. Let's say the 3 chicks attacked the dock. I made a mistake. They weren't supposed to, but they attacked the dock, and what happened. The demon attacked. We know he would have killed the ally, no problem. So we actually have the monsters to go, and we have next is the arcane, and he moves 3. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3. Now he's going to get to attack the dock, and remember he has a fury of 5, so he's probably going to kill the dock this time. Alright, he rolls, hits 2, dock gets 3 defense, he blocked 1. So he has 1 more life. Okay. Next is the evil doll toy. He gets to move 4. 1, 2, and he's going to attack. And I think he has a fury of 3. He hits twice, and the dock defends. So the dock's still alive. Okay, next we have the reanimates, and they move 3. He's 1, 2. And so he's attacked. He has a fury of 4. Hit 3 times. I mean, that's going to cut it. He defended 1, so he's going to take. So now the dock is dead. Alright, so now the dock is dead. Now we lose everything. So we can put this back down, put this back up. Now we get his pack card. Now we get his item card. And I think now we start him down here. Okay. And the next reanimate is going to go up this way where there's most activity. And remember, they can move 3 spaces. So he's going to move 1, 2, and then he's going to open the door. That's 3. Okay. Next we have Michael. He moves 2. Alright, so he's 1, and he's going to attack. This one moves 1, 2. Alright, so Michael attacks. Now remember, she has this thing where they get... Oh no, she hadn't made it that far yet. Okay, well, he has a fury of 5. He hit twice. She gets to defend with 2. Alright, so she takes 1 damage. Okay, here we have the Whisperers. They move 2. 1, 2. This guy moves 1, and that's it. Okay, so that I think is the end of the turn. It's going to be the beginning of the new turn. So we have to raise everybody's fear back up. Now she's going to panic again. However, the dock is okay. He just moves his fear up 1. Alright, so first thing we have to do is resolve her fear, her panic. Alright, we did. We resolved her panic. Okay, so now I have to think about what I'd like to do. I'm probably going to run. I can bust through that door and bust through that window. So let's roll the dice for my run. God damn it, 2 spaces. Okay. Well, that's not going to help much. Okay, so I'm running. I can bust through there. 1, 2. Okay, I think I'll do that. Or I can go through. I can go 1, 2. I might do that. Well, no, I want to keep the monsters on me because I don't have a pack card, so I can come back to life. So I want to keep the monsters on me. Unfortunately, there's not crap I can do. I don't want to lose a life point. So I think what I'll do is I will run 1, and then I'll stop. I'll spend 1 action point to reinforce. I'll spend a 2nd action point to take an item. You gain 1 new skill. Okay, that's fine. That means I get a reroll. And that's it. Okay, now the dock, it still has to draw an event card. There's no monster interspace, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, the Sandman, come play with me. Oh, I wonder who that is. Roll 1d6. If the result is less than your current life, a new creature appears in your space. Well, shit. My current life is 2. It's not less, it's the same, so I lucked out. Okay, so it's the dock's turn. And I'm thinking 1, 2. I'm thinking I'm going to go through the portal, which I'm going to do. And this is Tartarus. Choose 1 creature on the board and summon it by throwing 1d12 a number of times equal to your action value. Okay, so I pick a creature on the board, and if I guess it, I'm successful in passing this. Okay, so yeah, boy. My action value is 3. How about I choose? I seem to roll Reanimate a lot, or the Spectre Girls. So how about 1? Let me see if I can roll a 1. Nope. No. Come on. No. Alright, so I was unable to do that. So I have to lose a life point. A monster is going to appear at my spot. And that's going to be another one of these nightmare chicks. It's not what I wanted. Okay. And I can try to go through again, which I will. Alright. 2nd action. It's a freaking Dark Pack card. That's the wrong card. 2nd action here. Slaughterhouse. The total of all players' souls must be greater than the number of creatures on the game board. Psh, that ain't happening. Okay, so that's no good. So I lose another life, and I have to summon another creature. That's 5. That's one of them axe-wielding idiots. And my 3rd shot at getting out of here is the other side. Roll d6 a number of times equal to your will. The total must be greater than the sum of all character will values. Okay, well, all our will values is 6. So I get 3 chances. I think I can do that. 6. Okay, so automatically I've passed. Okay, so I'll gain 5 soul cubes. 4, 5. And my skills now are almost complete. And I am coming through this portal here. However, that's it. That's all my actions. That's all I can do. Yeah. Alright, so that's the end of the turn. Let's roll the evil die. See what happens. That's 2. A new creature appears in the portal with less activity on the board. Well, that's actually going to be that one up there. So we have 12. Which the last one I rolled was the last one you got. So you get another one of them Nightmare Pillar chicks. Let me find one of these guys here. Come on, Nightmare Pillar. There we go. So right here. Okay. Now the monsters get to go. And let's see here. Yeah. Okay. How much damage did I take? I took 2 damage. So Fury has to take... Because that's right, I have the Dark Prophet. Any damage you suffer is cancelled and will be applied immediately to all other characters. So what's going to happen is that... Oh, that's right. She doesn't get that. He gets a skill. I want him... That's right, I got to get his skill. His... where's the Illumination? He takes Illumination. And he got 1, so he gets to get +1 will. Which is fine. His will's... Okay, that's good. So actually, what happens was he has taken 2. She lost her 2 souls, so she's technically dead. So let's do thing with her. She lost her skill tree. She had that thing pretty far up. Okay. She lost all her items. She's going to lose that. Her life's getting bumped up. Her fear's back down here. She does get an item. This thing here, eliminate your map tile. Oh, okay, that's good actually. I'll take that. And now she can go to any portal she wants. And I think she will pop up at this portal. Why not? Okay. So she died. So alright, it's fine. Alright, yeah, she would have died, yeah. Okay, so because he would have took the damage. So it's their turn. And I rolled the evil die. Okay, we did that. Now we got monster movement. Of course, we start with the specters. And they move 4. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's good enough for all specters to get over here. I think we have one more on the board. We do. So they're going to get attacked 3 times. And she has to, oh, that's right. What's her name has to get a dark pack card. Okay, from beyond. Select this character receives 1 action on his next turn. Well, hell, that's that's an easy one to do there. Okay. Okay, well, actually, he succeeded in his thing. So his skill here is going to go 1, 2. So he's got these. Take 2 items. Yeah, because he would have did that the minute. Yeah, alright. So he gets 3 more cubes. You can only have 5. That's right. Yeah. But he does get 2 items. Maybe we get a weapon. Let's see here. +2 defense points, but you lose 1 life point every time you receive an attack. Yeah, okay. Open doors and windows without the cost of an action. It does not work on barricades. Okay, that might come in handy. And plus the other 2 items he's going to take. God damn it, man. Why don't we get some weapon? Choose a creature on the board. Add its fury value to your attack total's damage. Yeah. It's not going to help. Roll a number of dice equal to your will value. Use once per turn. Well, my will is 3, so that's not going to help. Okay, so he's actually good again. Alright, she can do it. If she can survive, she can do this. She'll get some stuff. Okay, so that was them. It is now these nightmare things. They have a movement of 4. So this one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see, we have one down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they're only going to get attacked one time by that, and then it has a fury of 4. Oh, wait a minute! I never resolved the chick's attacks, did I? Well, let's resolve them first. First one, no hits. Second one, 3 hits. Okay, Fury has a defense of 3. So she blocked them all. The Doctor has a defense of 4. He blocked them all. And the second one, 2. Fury blocks. And the Doc, okay, he loses 1 life. Okay. Now the Nightmare Chick, Fury of 4. 1 hit. Fury defends. And the Doc defends. Alright, let me charge the battery here. Alright, so back here. Sorry about the battery running out. Let's see, we were at the... do we have any axe guys on the board? We do. Alright, so they get to move... and we have a demon on the board too. 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next is this guy. He can move 2 spaces. 1, 2. Let's see. The doll can move 4 spaces. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see. Reanimators can move 3. 1, 2, 3. And we have one back here. You can go 1, 2, 3. Alright, so he can attack, and he has a fury of 4. Hits with 3. She can defend with 3. Well, alright, so she's going to take 2 damage. And, you know, I've been forgetting to do their terror rating crap. Oh, well, let's see. She has a terror. They have a terror of 6, so her terror would have went up. His terror would have went up. Alright, and, yeah. Alright, so he got there. He has a terror of 3. So she's fine. He's not. And he loses 1 shield. Okay, so 2 hits. She can defend 3. She defends. Alright. And he has a 3 defense. Alright, so he's going to lose 1 point of damage. Alright, Michael Myers, he moves 2. So we have 1, 2. And we have a Michael back here. So he moves 1, 2. And then we have the whale chick. She can move 2. So she moves 1 or 1, 2. Big guy moves 1. And the Sharknado is going to attack them. And he attacks with 7. And so he gets 3 hits. She defends 3 times. He defends 1 time. So he's down to 2. He's lost his last one. But that's okay. Yeah. Alright. Well, I think I've +2 defense points, but you lose 1 life point every time you receive an attack. Huh, I forgot to do that. Well, damn it. Okay, well, we forgot to do that. I'll just do that next turn. Alright, so it's the start of a new turn. Round 7. Let's roll the evil die, see what happens. 1. Now, their fear's not going to go up because she has this thing which illuminates the tile. So that's fine. Nothing happens on the evil die. And so we have our actions. She's going to go select a character in your space. That character receives 1 action on his next turn. Okay, so she did this. So she's going to get 3 soul cubes. She gets a skill tree. And I think I'm going to give her the same one. Yeah, illumination. And she's going to get +1 will. So her will is +1 now. And he has a +1 will as well, so he's not going into panic yet. Alright. Alright. Okay. And she's going to get an item. And we have prevent creatures from entering your space during this round. That's actually pretty good. I think that's going to be helpful. Okay, so she's going to do her run, and she can dash without taking any damage. So she rolls a 1. All right, so that's her action. That's 1 action. She can dash through here, so we're going to break this door. That's not going to cost her anything. She's not going to lose a life point. Now we have this mystic barrier, which she can't get through. Because she has to do attack damage on it. So she's going to explore. That's her second action. And this is this thing here, Saint Bones. Cancel the special abilities of any creature in space when they die. Okay, that's helpful too. Okay, so the doc's gonna go. Let's see if he can run. He can't get through that either. So I don't understand what's gonna happen. I don't know what to say. There's nothing we can do. I can't. I can search. He's gonna spend an action to search. Alright, +1 life point per turn. And he's going to heal himself, as a matter of fact. 1. Alright, so he searched this tile. That's 1. Well, what are you going to do? I don't know, you know, there's nothing we can do. We've lost and we know it. So he stumbles, he can't run, so that's his second action. So his third action is to just come through here, and he's gonna lose a life point. She lost a life point as well. I forgot about that. So he's back down, and that's it. So it says here, in and around. All right. We won't have to do an event. Now we can prevent creatures from entering the space. Now, so basically what everything's going to happen is we can just move everybody right here, because everybody will get to move. And let's see, I think just about everybody will get right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Let's see that Arcane can move 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, Michael can move 1, 2. Damn it, quit doing that. He moves 1. And then this guy can move 2. 1, 2. And now, the Sharknado though can still attack them, because he doesn't have to be in the space to attack. So he's going to attack. See, he gets 3 3, 4, 5 hits. She has a defense of 3. And she doesn't block any of them. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was terrible. Alright, he gets a defense of 3. Actually, he's plus 2. Because of this, I forgot. And he only prevents 1. So it's 4 hits. Alright, now he would lose a life point every time he receives an attack. So that was just that. And so he loses 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's dead. Alright, so he does not have... Actually, he has plus 1 life point per turn. So actually, he would be at 1. So, okay, that's fine. So he's not dead. Alright, so... that, I think, is it. There is nothing else we can do. That is the end of the round. We are now on round 8. It is light again, so we don't have to go fear up anymore. Let's roll the evil die, see what happens. 6, which is 1 life point, minus 1 life point to all characters. Well, that's going to kill all characters. So let's get rid of these items. This is our last round. There's nothing we can do. Lowers fear, raises life, raise the life, lower the fear, get rid of the skills. And each gain an item. She gains stun 1 creature of your choice on the board. And he gains you can attack, use the attack value of any player on the board. Well, that's not going to help. Okay, and we'll pick, hell, all the way over here to go. And alright, there we are. So it's Furiosa's turn. She's going to we're going to go ahead and we're going to move 1, 2, 3, and that's it. There's no point in anything else. And he'll go 1, and he's going to loot this body and gain his soul, and I think it's 2 items. And let's see what he gets. Remove 1 portal in your space. Gain plus 2 attack points, but you lose 1 life with each attack. That's great. So, okay. And now it is the monster's turn. And so basically all monsters are going to move up here. And, yeah. So they would move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. These guys would move 4 spaces. I'm sorry, they move 4 spaces. So they move here. Alright, and they would move 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. The guy with the blade here, he moves 3. 1, 2, 3. The guy with the axe, he's going to move 2. 1, 2. Alright. Arcane moves 3. 1, 2, 3. The Killer Doll moves 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Reanimate moves 3. 1, 2, 3. Michael moves 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And that thing moves 2. 1, 2. And this moves 1. And that's the end of the turn. And that's the end of the game. We could not complete the objective before the end of the game. Alright, so let me give some final thoughts on this thing. I like the miniatures. I think the miniatures are good. Although why they went for the half sculpts, I don't know. I wish they wouldn't have. It probably enticed me to paint them more. But there are some good miniatures, like the Sharknado here and some of the other ones. I like the components for the game. They're alright. They're okay. The game is fun. However, it's going to need some tweaks. The problems that we had with this game. One, there's way too many monsters on the board. Way too many monsters. I don't know if... I probably played terrible and didn't play as good as I could have. Fine. And I know I made some mistakes. Fine. But there's just way too many monsters on the board. And two, there's way too many non-weapons in the item deck. I mean, I mixed up all the freaking item cards, and I think I saw, what, one weapon the whole time? It was the acid? You can't fight monsters if you don't have a weapon. Come on! That's kind of ridiculous right there. So I gotta do something. I gotta figure out something about that. Otherwise, I'm just running around evading monsters. You can't fight them. Two, the boards are not big enough. I mean, they move 3 spaces, you don't move halfway across the board. So it's not like it's hard for monsters to get to you. And the characters have so few action points to do anything. You never get to run far away. I mean, you got to practically run every turn. And dash through stuff. So there's that. I don't know if it was the characters I have. I don't know if it was the strategy I was doing. I don't know. This game went poorly, and it was getting boring at the end because all I was doing was moving from spot to spot without having to, without being able to kill any monsters because I couldn't get any item cards. I mean, I have a stack this big. I mean, look at this stack. It's ridiculous. And look, no, I mean, come on, man. I don't know. Now, yeah, okay, whatever. I gotta do something about that. I do like the portal thing. I like the dark pack thing. I like the skill tree stuff. I think allies is a good idea. We're gonna play this again, and hopefully see if things get better. I didn't kill one monster in this damn game. Man, I don't know. I mean, I think this game is definitely a diamond in the rough, but it can be fun. I had a little bit of fun playing at the beginning, but like I said, it just got so overwhelming with all these monsters on the board. So I had to kill monsters. Maybe I think I should start the game. Each character should start the game with at least one weapon. Randomly pick a weapon for each character. I think that would help a lot. I think having a limit of 8 monsters on the board, not including bosses, will help a lot. I wish there was some way I can do mobility. But maybe if you're able to fight them and kill some, that'll keep the mobility in check for how many spaces these monsters move. I mean, Michael Myers can't move worth a flip, but some of those guys that can move 4 or 5 spaces and these weird boards, man. I mean, this is one space. This is more than half the freaking board. So you can move half the board. That's one. So you one. I mean, look at look at this. This guy can move 4, and he's right here. You think I would be safe if I'm right there? I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. God damn, man. Come on. That's crazy. I don't know. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm going to have to tweak this game a little bit. I still like this game. Don't get me wrong. I still like the concept of it. Some of the theme of it. But, yeah, I'm going to have to tweak it a little bit. But, hey, you know, if you got any ideas on how I should tweak some things, please just leave them in the comment section. Let me know. We will play this game again, though. That's for sure. So, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time, and have fun.